Oh, I can think of all sorts of very, very hackneyed answers to that. I think actually the best thing I've ever done in the car is drive the car. Because all of those other things that everybody watching will be thinking about, you can actually do those everywhere else, but you can't drive a car anywhere other than in the car. And funnily enough, I was talking about this with the crew of Cars of the People the other day, plug, because it was my turn to drive. I was driving them along in a big Toyota Land Cruiser, and I was saying to them, we were going down a road, this is in Japan as well, so it's an unfamiliar place, single carriageway road through a mountainous area, very windy, lots of blind bends, little crests, not a particularly wide road, quite a big car, a lot of kit on board, 5 people. And I said, look, this is what's amazing about it, is that I'm allowed to do this, you're allowed to do this, everybody I know is allowed to do it. It's a car with all this stuff on it, weighs probably 2.5 tons. Your lives are all very important, and it's all entrusted to my motor skills and my human perception of depth and space and time and all the rest of it. Now, I only have to make one twitch when something's coming the other way, closing speed of 100 plus miles an hour, and we're all dead. But I'm still allowed to do it. And so are you, and so is everybody else. That's what's amazing about driving the car. Why you would stop doing that and then do anything else in the car. A lot of people say, oh, I once had a pot noodle in the car. I think, did you? Well, I once had a pot noodle in my shed. That's not very interesting. Driving a car, I still think the first time I drove a car on my own, so I passed my test.
How old were you?
17, yeah, not quite 18 yet. So it was my mum's car, obviously I didn't have one of my own, and my mum had gone with me to the test station, obviously, because I couldn't drive by myself because I hadn't passed my test yet. And then the bloke said, you've passed, and I had to drive my mum home again. But then when I dropped my mum off, my mum said, so you can go off now and go and drive the car, just be careful. And I set off, and we used to live on a mainish road that went down to a junction with some traffic lights, and beyond that there was a hill that went up, then you were sort of in the sticks and nice and scenic. And I remember getting to those traffic lights and stopping in the right-hand lane for going straight ahead. I can see it very clearly, and I thought, the lights are going to change to green, and I'm going to put it in first gear, the Vauxhall Cavalier 1.6L Mark 1, and head off down that dip and over the hill into that ride I've done on a bicycle thousands and thousands of times, but now I'm in a car, and I'm allowed to do it, and I can keep going. I had £5, which bought a lot of petrol in those days.
Look where you are now.
Yeah, in a dark, slightly sweaty room, talking about it. So click here to watch the best of, what was I supposed to say? Oh, sorry, yes, Best of Cars of the People, my programme on BBC Brits. Is that correct? Can I go?